Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at a bit of an interesting little save idea and also a little experiment. So it is an interesting situation we've got with regards to Welsh clubs being in the English Football League. Obviously there's no issue with that side of things, but I just thought it'd be interesting to see how the Welsh teams who are in the English leagues would perform in a all-Welsh league. So we have moved a bunch of those teams over into the Cymru Premier. You've got Swansea, Wrexham, Newport County, Murthy Town, and Cardiff City as well. So they've all moved over into the Welsh leagues, and it'll be interesting to see kind of how they do, how they perform, if they're able to get into Europe or how that works, and as well as that kind of the best of those bunch, and if they can raise the kind of Welsh overall view. So it is ranked 106th in world reputation. We'll have to try and keep an eye on that and see if it does go up or down, and then we'll be able to see how it goes. So if you do enjoy this video, hit that like and subscribe, and we'll jump straight into the end of the first season. Okay, so it's kind of what we expected, I think. Cardiff City have won the division, with Swansea, Newport and Wrexham all just behind them, and then TNS in 5th. It looks like TNS have qualified for the Champions Cup, with the guys underneath getting in Europe and Euro Cup 2. Don't know why that is. Maybe because it's an edited database, it's not been set up quite correctly. I did do this and I don't really know what I'm doing, so maybe that's why. But we might have to see if they manage to get into any of the competitions later on. It might be a case that because it's only the first year, there's some sort of regulation in place anyway in the game. Murthy Town does finish in 13th, but I believe they are a semi-pro club, or they are a professional club, but they are one of the lower league, non-league teams. So it makes sense for them to be a bit lower in the table, with the big Premier League and Championship teams up there for the Welsh side. So it's kind of what we expected at this point. We did expect kind of one of the big teams to win it. Cardiff getting this title. It looks like they have actually gone down in competition reputation by 1, which is interesting. We'll have to see if that changes at all. Now, with regards to that, I believe there's also a couple of other competitions. So we've got the Welsh League Cup last season. So Connors Key won that last year, which is interesting. Oh, I didn't mean to press that side of it. So they've won that one. What about the JD Welsh Cup? So Cardiff won this one last season against Swansea 3-1 in the Cardiff City Stadium, which is a neutral venue, which doesn't seem exactly fair. But okay. Looks like they have... So they're all ineligible for the continental qualification. Don't know why that is. Might be something that I've messed up. Don't know why I press continue there as well. But we'll have to see if that does fix itself. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, then we can just take a look, see if they do increase the overall competitions rankings and that sort of thing, as well as kind of the competitions as a whole, who's winning those cups. But we'll jump another season ahead and see where we're at. Okie dokie, so it looks like it has fixed with regards to Champions, UEFA Champions Cup, Europa League, all that good stuff. For some reason, Wrexham still aren't getting into the Europa League, which is interesting. Maybe something to do with another competition? I don't know. But Cardiff have won the league again, with Swansea 2nd, Newport County 3rd, and Wrexham in 4th. Murthy getting 17th now, so they've dropped right down in the league. Interesting. Looks like they have also drops in reputation for the league as well. So it will be good to see if Swansea and Co do perform in the Champions League. How did they get on in the Welsh Cup? So the Welsh Football League Cup, it was TNS versus Swansea in the final. Swansea getting the win there. And then the JD Welsh Cup, which is won by Cardiff. So Cardiff have won that twice, and the Welsh Football League Cup, Connors Key won it the year before and Swansea won it this year. So there is a bit of variety there. Cardiff seem to be the kind of dominant force normally, but But it does look like Swansea are fighting as well for that title. So there's no real issue there. Newport County, not completely in it really at this stage. They're kind of sat on the edge looking in to those competitions. But they are in Europe next year. So again, that'll be interesting to see if they are able to kind of do anything or if they're kind of stuck with sitting outside watching in still. So we'll jump another 3 seasons, I think, this time. We'll get to 2025. Take a look at maybe the couple of the European competitions, see if the reputation has changed at all, and see if Cardiff hold on to their constant victories. Okay, so it does look like they've increased competition reputation. We're in 2025, so this might have gone up and down a little bit more, but they have gone up by 1 from when we started. So this maybe has helped. The European competition results we'll have to have a look at. That could have affected that quite a lot more than we initially thought of. It does look like Swansea have managed to peel the title away from Cardiff for a couple of seasons, but Cardiff have managed to get it back last year. Let's take a look at those seasons that we missed though. So we've got here Swansea's first win, only 2 points away. No one else has been able to kind of break into that bracket there. It does look like we've got, again, Cardiff this time winning that league. There's no real change otherwise in the division. It looks like Murthy Town's pretty low down in the leagues, with the top 4 being the big 4. Otherwise, it's 22nd, 23rd season. There was a change there. It did look like TNS got above Newport County and Wrexham. So there is chances for TNS to get in that top section. Wrexham obviously seems like they had quite a poor season. TNS did very well there to kind of push on and get up the table into the top 4s. But let's jump into Cardiff. Let's take a look at their scheduling. So we'll jump back here. So they're supposedly in the Champions. Wow. So what's happened? Are they in the Champions Cup straight away? So this must have been the year that they didn't. And then, wow, so they go straight into the Champions League. Wow, I didn't know that. So if we go back and go into the group stages, let's take a look. So you got Swansea there in a competition with Valencia, Roma and Bayern. That's crazy that they're... And Cardiff's in with Bayer Leverkusen, Lyon and Atletico. They're getting absolutely destroyed every single time. So they're not doing well. I don't think the league's really helping them because they're smashing the league and they're just absolutely getting battered in the Champions League by all the clubs. I haven't seen them actually win a point yet. Oh no, there's Swansea. They got a point. Who did they drew with Slavia Prague? Makes sense. But yeah, otherwise it's quite an interesting to find that they're getting straight into the group stages. Obviously not doing very well. But you know, it comes kind of expected, really, I guess, with the team that they have and kind of the division they're in. Maybe they'll be able to rise this up a few more seasons if we did go ahead a few more years. But I think we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, hit like, subscribe to the channel to see a few more things like this. If you want to see a few more years into the future, let me know. I can always pop this out for you guys, or I can obviously take a look myself and we can go again. But otherwise, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.